I would say that probably all of us have the desire to keep our brain and our mind working for us until the day we die, right? I know I do. I want to be able to make memories and keep those new memories and the old ones. I want to know who I am. I'm going to tell you about the new research and the science that says we can regrow and regenerate our neurons so that we can live our life with making new memories and having better brain health. Isn't that what we all want? If you're a note taker, I would suggest that you pause this video for a few seconds and run grab a pen and paper, because I'm going to give you some things toward the end of the video that you might want to write down so that you can remember to get started, because these are going to be things that we can start today working on. Very, very important. Hi, I'm Dr. Branyon with New Hope Unlimited. Today, I want to tell you about how we can try to regenerate the neurons that we lose. Okay, now I said try, but they say that we can. So I'm going to put it out there. We got to at least try, since they say we can regenerate these neurons. It has been proven that low BDNF levels are definitely associated with neurodegenerative problems like Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, multiple sclerosis, dementia, memory loss, all of these cognitive problems. Now, BDNF is the abbreviation for brain-derived neurotrophic factor. Now, I want to explain real quick about what those neurotrophic factors are, because I think it's education, and if you understand it a little bit, then you can understand there with all things are possible, okay? Neurotrophics in our brain are proteins that help the cell birth, natural cell death, and simply the overall health of the neurons. We need the neurons to react with the axons in order to make the synapses for all things in our brain. In other words, we got the neurons and we got the axons. When they hit together, that sends out what they call the synapses, and that's the electrical impulse that whatever we're thinking, it hits that electrical impulse and we're going to follow through with that thought. For instance, I'm going to move this arm, or I need to get up, or whatever it is. All things start with those neurons. And neurons are everything for us. Without that, we would not be able to think, to follow through on our thoughts, to move. All of that is associated with our brain. As those go away, as those are cell deaths, die off, and that's when our memory loss starts in. It starts with, now where did I put my keys? And then it can go to further and worse things than what I even want to talk about, but it is important. New research shows that people with higher BDNF levels tend to have a stronger, younger-like, quick, active brain health, and they have better cognitive functions. And they are less likely to get Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, dementia, and those type diseases. Now let me make sure you hear and understand what I'm saying, because I just think this is so important, because people, have you not noticed in everyday life, people just don't seem to be thinking correctly now. And all of us seem to be not quite brain thinking like we used to be. Quick. So, but we can get that back. So people with higher levels of the BDNF levels have stronger, younger, quicker, better brain motion and livelihood up in there than those who don't have it. And those who have less BDNF are prone to Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, dementia, all of those things. Okay, I've kind of repeated it twice, I'm sorry. But I just think this is so important for us. It used to believe that we all were born with a certain amount of neurons. And when those were gone, so when our brain and our mind and memories and other brain cognitive problems would come in. That was just a given. So when someone gets to become a senior citizen or something like that, then people automatically just took for granted, oh, those people don't even think correctly. They got old brains. They didn't believe that the neurons could regenerate, but it's proven that that is just not even true now. New research shows proof that the brain can produce new neurons even as we age into our older age. It's never too late, and that's great news. So I want you to get it into your brain that you can become younger every day. Maybe not in all my wrinkles and all that. I'm working on it. But brain is so important. I think I need my brain more than I need less wrinkles. But hopefully that goes along with all of it. So let's now talk about how we can get our body and brain to get on board with these new discoveries. But I do want to say a few things about that too. We sometimes give up on ourselves. I have some friends, I love them so dearly, but as they've gotten older, they just have become complacent with, I'm older, my brain doesn't work as good, I'm just getting older. Well, I don't want people to think that. I want us to change our attitudes about ourselves. We are amazing human beings. We were created in a way we should not age as fast as we're aging. And science is coming out with things that we can do to help ourselves, but we got to want to do it first. So if you know people, or of course you know people, but if you know someone who might be in a rut, as far as thinking they're getting older, or if you yourself are beginning to think, my mind's not doing what I want it to do now, please don't get discouraged. Let yourself be renewed and realize, work on it every day. Tell yourself, I can do all things. All things are possible. You know, there is that verse, with God all things are possible. Whether you believe or not, doesn't matter really. I'm just trying to tell you that the human body is greater than we think we are. You know, they used to think that we could not grow our liver back. Let's say they had to do surgery and take a lobe of the liver off. We have changed that one. They now know that we can grow that liver back. So that's proven. We're not salamanders that can grow their tails back, but we can grow a liver back, and now they say we can grow our brain cells back. Huge discovery. Now, there's a few simple things that I want to mention. And because I don't have a lot of time with a video, we may have to do several videos if you're interested in this. When I first started doing videos, I'm still not good at it. I'm still learning every day, but I'm doing this for you and for me, because when I tell you, it makes me hear it again, and it makes me study it again, and it puts it up here. So it helps me too. But when I first started out making videos, they told me, oh, don't make those videos too long. That one's too long, because nowadays people don't have the patience or ability to sit and listen or watch videos for that long of a period of time. Wonder if that's got anything to do with our neurons. More than likely, yes. Now, the thing is, we just got to want to do this. We've got to believe that if they say, and if science proves it, then we want our minds, we want the power of our minds back again. Okay, let's get started. Now here's the place you might really want to be taking some notes if you're taking notes. I'm going to give you a few things that you can do starting today that's going to help greatly. It's not going to be overnight, but every day makes a difference. And within a couple of days, you may, I'm not sure, but you may see a difference. I know for me, I think I did see a difference, and I'm not about to stop. I'm going forward with my protocol, okay? Number one, amino acids are very important. All of these studies go with proof with brain imaging, x-rays of the brain, to prove what these researchers and scientists are saying is true, and they've got the proof by those x-rays. Now, amino acid is important. There is 9 essential amino acids. They're considered the building blocks of the body. How can we get or improve on those amino acids? Well, beef, red meat. Yes, I'm saying red meat, beef. You know, they told us we shouldn't be eating any of that. Well, beef is where you get all 9 of the essential, easiest, quickest way to get those 9 essential amino acids. Now, maybe this is why we have so much dementia or memory loss came about when they told us it was not good to eat beef. I'm just thinking, just think it through. Use your mind to think some common sense things. You know, they stopped us using or eating beef because they thought, oh, red meat's bad for us. We need to be eating chicken. Well, the chicken is okay. I personally, I'm just tired of chicken, to be honest. Shouldn't be, but I'm just being honest. But red meat is where your amino acids are total, the building block of the 9 essentials in one sitting of a meal. Now, these are not always found as 9 essentials as a group, especially in your vegetables. You're just not going to get it. Vegetarians say beans have amino acids, and you've got rice with amino acids. Put them together, you're going to get a full amount of essential amino acids. Not exactly true according to what the science says today. Yes, beans have amino acids, certain ones. Now, rice has certain ones, but they're not the full 9 essential amino acids. So the brain has to have the building blocks for the amino acids to even help our neurons. Very, very important. So what are some other foods? Real quickly, because I don't want to make these videos too long. You can get them 9 essentials. We're talking about the complete block. Not just a few here, not a few here. The complete block. You can get them from eggs. An egg a day is good for you. You know, once again, they took us off of eggs and they wanted us to do egg beaters and all that stuff. Well, when they took us all of this good stuff for us, that's when we, as human beings, started declining. I want you to really think about that. But anyway, 1/3 cup of hummus or chickpeas gives you all of those 9 essential amino acids. Now, chickpeas, which makes hummus, chickpeas are now considered one of the superfoods in the world. So if you don't like chickpeas, I would encourage you to start getting some recipes and trying them in different ways. One of my favorite little Mediterranean type YouTube recipe deals is called Spain on a Fork. Spain on a Fork. This little guy gives you recipes for the Mediterranean, and they're all very inexpensive, very few ingredients, but they're wonderful, wonderful Mediterranean type recipes. And he does a lot with chickpeas. Okay, another one is about a cup a day of pistachio nuts. Now, not all of the nuts have the amino acids, but the pistachio nuts can give you all 9 amino acids. So that's important to think about. Now, this is just to mention a few, but most people are low on amino acids simply because they're not eating the right foods in order to get those 9 essential amino acids. Number two, okay? There is some water-soluble vitamins that are essential to brain health. Now, I want you to definitely listen to this closely. Studies have proven that we do not get enough of these certain vitamins because they are not plentiful in our vegetables. Now, let me explain. The vegetables are the ones that give us most of the vitamins and minerals. Our meats is where we get most of our amino acids, okay? Food is not the same. And I know you hear it. I know some people don't believe it. But food is not the same as it was years ago due to the farmland, the overabundance of using the farmland over and over and over, but also the genetically modified vegetables and fruits. And I have to throw in the horrible hormones and steroids and antibiotic overuse in the meats. It's more about marketing and producing quickly rather than being careful in producing healthful things. That's for another time. But the vitamins that I'm talking about, these are going to be B1, also called thiamine, B6, also called pyridoxine, and B12, also called cobalamin. All right, I need you to really remember these because these are crucial. Studies show that we are not getting enough from our vegetables, and all the low people with Parkinson's and cognitive problems, they're showing low vitamin B1, vitamin B6, and vitamin B12, okay? These are very important and you should supplement. I would suggest not doing a B complex. You know, it would make it easier just to go buy one bottle that says B complex. But I personally am not doing that. All of the Bs are good, but I am really concentrating on that B1, B6, and B12 because I want my brain better. Now, if you're doing one, well, I would suggest buying all 3 of these separately, so you're going to have 3 bottles. I bought mine, just the other day, and all 3 bottles gave me, I want to say about, I'm going to guess at it, I would say those 3 bottles were right at $46 Now, times are changing. What I bought them for a few days ago may completely be different now. One bottle was like 3 months worth, and the other 2 bottles was a month worth, okay? But this is going to be like medicine. I'm going to treat this like medicine, like it's the most valuable thing I've got right now. I want my brain working and to stay working and to improve. Now, these vitamins, talking about the B vitamins, it's important to realize that the B vitamins are water soluble, meaning that they are not toxic. And you can't get too much, because if you get too much, or if your body says, whoa, I got enough, then what's going to happen is you are just going to urinate it out, or rather pee it out, or sweat it out, or whatever. A lot of times, if your body's gotten a little more than you need, then when you go to the bathroom to pee it out, you're going to smell vitamins. You're going to smell kind of vitamin. That's okay, because that's just getting rid of what you don't need. It's not toxic, so you don't have to worry about those because they don't store up in the body. Now, let's talk about another vitamin that is toxic, but it's essential also. Now, this vitamin is a fat-soluble vitamin, and we've got to be very careful with this one, and that is vitamin D. Yes, you heard me right. Vitamin D can be toxic and can be a problem for us. Vitamin D is a fat-soluble vitamin, which means that if taking too much, it can be stored, especially in the liver, and can cause liver damage and liver failure. It's very important to check your vitamin D levels instead of just hearing that a vitamin D is good for you. It is an essential vitamin for the brain. However, we have to use it with caution. If you're going to put yourself on it, or if your doctor puts you on it, or however you get on it, if you're going to take it, you do need to every so often check that blood work. It's just a cheap, or rather inexpensive, blood draw that will tell you where your levels are, because vitamin D will go to the liver and it can just ruin your liver. So very, very important. Use caution. Talk to your doctor, okay? Number 3, probiotics. It's been studied a lot recently, and they found that the gut is connected to the brain. Oh my goodness, my gut's connected to my brain. Well, good bacteria is good, and the bad bacteria just needs to go. So get a good probiotic. Get on the line and just look at some of those articles you might can find that shows what's in your gut affects that brain. You need movement. You need that good bacteria, but you need to get rid of that bad bacteria. Number 4, sleep. The body needs sleep because it's essential to our brain activity. When we sleep, our brain gets out of the way and our body can do what it needs to do. Sleep helps to detoxify the brain. It helps to restart things within us. It helps the immune system. Sleep helps get rid of what they call metabolic waste and toxic things that are left from the day's processes. It is essential that we get good sleep, and if you're not sleeping, please work on that. We will talk about sleep help in another video, but that's very, very important. And they even say now that as we get older, you need more sleep and you need good sleep. So we'll talk about that in another time. 5, sunshine. All of us need some sunshine. Don't go out and get blistered or red or too much sun. If you can just get at least 10 to 15 minutes worth of sunshine a day, even on a cloudy day, you would be amazed at what that does for us. Yes, it will help raise our vitamin D levels naturally, but it also helps our hormonal processes, and it helps with levels in what they call the circadian rhythms, which help and can help with sleep problems. Sunshine is very, very important. Number 6, exercise. Now, I don't need to waste your time talking about exercise because I'm sure we all know about it. We just cannot be a couch potato in order to get better. We need to move around. We have to get out and walk indoors. Movement is everything. Everything we do helps our brain to exercise also. Hey, remember, they say our brain is a muscle. Muscles need movement. And that's why they say that, we should learn things. And they say number 1 is to learn a new language. Well, hola, bom dia. I'm trying it all because I'm really, really, really trying. Muscles need movement. Number 7, good diet. Good nutrition should be like medicine for us. Slowly try to go over to the Mediterranean diet. There is thousands of studies on the Mediterranean diet and what it can do for us. Try to do organic. We'll talk about that again at another time. Number 8, stay away from neurotoxins. Neurotoxins can be in our food, things used to store our food in, and much, much more. Neurotoxins are toxins that go to the brain. They're called neurotoxins because neuro is brain, toxins are there. But neurotoxins are a little different than just toxins. Neurotoxins are very, very hard to get out of the brain, and they are not detoxing all out. We'll talk on that on another video for the sake of time. Number 9, we need to try to control our stress levels. When our brain gets overloaded with negative things and stressful things, it gets confused and we can't think, and it's our personalities even change. We just get jumbled, mumbled, and that's proving to be damaging. Stress we all need to work on that. I've had to, during this time of talking war and all this, I've had to just cut my TV off for a few days. I hate to do it because I do believe in keeping up and not putting your head in the sand, but I could feel my stress levels, so I just turned it off for a few days. I'm sure I'll turn it back on, but I have to just take care of me. Number 10, it's best to be around people who love to laugh all the time. And as the old saying goes, laughter is the best medicine. When we laugh, our brain releases endorphins, and it helps us to heal. Sometimes, even if it's a fake laugh, it can make us laugh. Have you ever been in a restaurant or somewhere and you hear somebody laughing over there and you hear it and all of a sudden it clicks and it just kind of makes you smile and then you start laughing? It's catchable. And that's one of the great things we need to catch because laughter is the best medicine. Now, number 11, know who you are and know you are worth it, and your brain health is important as any part of health there is about you. Now, people who have high blood pressure, they make sure they take their blood pressure medicine. People with heart problems, make sure they take their heart problems. People with kidney disease, they make sure they'll go to that kidney dialysis. Now, I'm using this just as an example. No one has told us much to take care of that brain, and this is what you need to do it, because the studies were not there. It wasn't there. So we need to talk about it. We need to do it. You were born to regenerate and renew. Your body was created that way. But in today's world, we just are like declining, and we got to stop it. We have got to stop it. And we need to start at least trying. And today's the best day ever to get started. We just need to work on it a little bit every day. We need to start somewhere. At least get a start. I'm going to beg you, at least get a start. There is no reason why you can't have your mind and your brain working better. That's what science is telling us now. So why not give it a try? It doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter if you're just 25 or if you're 105. It's proven we can regenerate, regrow those neurons, and science is just beginning. So I hope you got something out of this. Sorry for it being so long. Watch for more videos because I'm so excited on this. I'm excited for myself and I want to share what I know. And hey, I'm just getting better every day and I want you to get better with me so we can live a full and happy, abundant life. I love you. Tell somebody you love them and keep that smile going. Don't try not to get wrapped up in what is on TV and what everything is telling you about, because sometimes you don't even know if it's real or not. But we know good health can be real. So let's work on it. Love you.